I'll go ahead and start out. My name, my my birth certificate name is Guy Capoeman. My real name is Nachuktua, and I'm the president of the Quinault Indian Nation. I represent all 3,140 tribal members, and our ancestors and the future of our people as well is who I represent. This place we're at is Tohola. It was named after our hereditary chief, our head treaty signer, Chief Tohola, and his village was in this place here. Now, of course, in historic times there was villages that went all the way up this river, and but this was kind of the hub because it's centered on the ocean and the river mouth here. So there's a lot of activity here, and we believe that there's something happening out in the ocean there that is beyond our control. The salmon runs. We can help them here, but what's happening out there is kind of beyond our physical control. The work we're doing on the upper river to restore the upper river where they go spawn is helping them. That's what that tells me, and our management of our season is helping them as well, and that's good. That's a plus. It's still nowhere near the historic number of 50, 60 years ago. Nowhere near that. Nowhere near at all. But and the silvers and the kings, I know firsthand the kings are smaller than they used to be when I was a little guy. I recall my dad lived, Larry, he made his living out here, and Dad would bring home these king salmon. My dad was only 5'10", and he'd hold up these king salmon like this, and the nose of that king salmon was right here, and the tail was on the ground. That's a big king salmon. You don't see that now. So when we talk about, we want to relocate, we want to move up on the hill, that's almost foreign thought to us, traditional folks, because our home's always been right here. I could run down to the river when I was a little boy. I was pretty fast then. I could run down to the river in a matter of minutes, be right here to go swimming or help Dad with the net or do whatever. And we move up on the hill, it's a different thought for us. But we know that, we have to protect our tribal members. Like I said, there's only 3,140 Quinaults on this earth. So, if a wave the size of what they're talking about comes up in this area, 30 feet tall, that's going to wipe this out, this whole village here. So those are things we tried to tell our story about why that's so important for us to protect our members and what's happening here with the changes in the world, from the berries to the salmon runs to even bears and elk. There's a different way about them that's not quite like it was. And with the ocean encroaching these houses right here, there was waves that were actually washing off of the homes. And in my 53 years in this place, I've never seen that. You put two and two together, there's something happening with the sea. The glacier on the mountains, we call that area Manitou, which is the mother of this river here. There's Quinault, it's the mother of her, and there's hardly anything left of it now. There's stories in our family that talk about that they would send our gifted folks who had gifts to sing and to do things like that. They would send them up into those caves in those glaciers up there for them to receive those spiritual gifts that they would then bring back to the village on how we are to function and operate as a people. And that's where that's from, and that's not there no more. So we've kind of lost that tool, if you will. Without those teachings from the story, you kind of create your own thing. I'm giving you the short version, the changer. Atala, 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 kia kate, a long time ago. the beginning of time. Chithalistamans, Churtamanj, Quinault, a great giver of life. He was traveling the world and he was changing things for the people who were to come. That's us. And he decided to take a break. The name Chitamanj means the high worker. Even the high worker needs a rest. He sat down on the Blue Banks, which is about 24 miles or so up the river here. He pulled up balls of clay. He started to make things. He made a salmon kumkan. He set them into the river, king salmon, silvers, blueback, all species of salmon, and other kinds of fish. Then he made animals, elk and deer and bear, and all the animals of the land, birds. And then he thought to himself, this is such a nice place. There needs to be somebody here, somebody like me, and someone to take care of this place. So he grabbed a ball of clay and a blueback jewel-loss, and he formed it into a man. Breathed life into that man, and he set him down, and he taught him how to fish, and he taught him how to hunt, do all these things that men do. And then he thought, well, he looks kind of lonely, so I'm going to make him a mate. So he reached down and he grabbed another blueback and a ball of clay and formed it into a woman. Breathed life in her and set her down. Showed her all about the land, the grass, and the stuff for baskets, and the roots to eat certain times of the year. He told her to take care of that man. And he told them, as long as you take care of this land and these fish and the animals of this place, you're always going to be here. That's what the giver of life, Chitamanj, told my ancestors, beginning of time. And that's how we live today.